Chapter 1: The Illusion of Control. When Michael first discovered trading, he thought he'd found his ticket to freedom. Charts danced across his laptop screen, candles flickered like signals from the universe, and influencers on YouTube promised riches with just one strategy. He spent nights studying indicators, memorizing candlestick patterns, and convincing himself that mastery was about predicting the market. But what he didn't know, and what most traders never realize, is that the true battlefield isn't on the chart. It's in the mind. His first few trades went surprisingly well. He turned $500 into $2,000 in a week. The rush was intoxicating, dopamine and pride mixing into a dangerous cocktail. He felt unstoppable, powerful, almost chosen. Every time he clicked buy, he believed he was in control of the market. But soon, the same confidence that made him bold became the seed of his downfall. The next week, he lost everything. And instead of learning, he blamed the broker, the spread, the market makers, anyone but himself. He didn't understand that he was fighting an invisible enemy, his own emotions. This is where most traders fall, not because they lack knowledge, but because they lack emotional control. The winners know something the losers don't: you can't control the market, but you can control your reaction to it. That's the real psychology trick: acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up. It means understanding that losses are part of the process. It means staying calm when fear whispers, close it early, and greed shouts, add more. Winners learn to observe their emotions without obeying them. Losers, on the other hand, let emotions drive their every move. Michael began to notice the cycle: excitement before entry, panic after losses, and revenge trades fueled by frustration. Every time he tried to control the market punished his arrogance. The illusion shattered the day he realized he wasn't trading the market anymore, he was trading his own need to be right. That realization marked the beginning of his transformation. He didn't need more indicators. He needed self-awareness. If you've ever felt that same storm, the rush of a win followed by the pain of a loss, then you already know how powerful emotions can be. If this chapter hit home, smash that like button and comment, "I'll master my emotions." And don't forget to subscribe, because in the next chapter, you'll see how overconfidence destroys more traders than any bad signal ever could. Chapter 2: The Trap of Overconfidence. After Michael's painful losses, something unexpected happened: he started winning again. A few lucky trades restored his balance, and with each profit, his confidence returned, but this time, it came with arrogance. He convinced himself that the first failure was just bad luck. He began to think the market owed him something. He told his friends, "I've cracked the code. Trading is easy once you know what you're doing." But deep down, he wasn't mastering the market. He was drifting back into a dangerous mental trap that ruins more traders than any chart ever could: overconfidence. His small wins started to look boring. He wanted bigger profits, faster. So he increased his lot size, ignored his stop losses, and started jumping into trades without confirmation. Each win felt like validation. Each loss felt like an insult. The more he won, the riskier he became. He didn't realize it yet, but he wasn't trading logically anymore. He was trading emotionally, intoxicated by success. That's the cruel irony of trading psychology: sometimes winning can be more dangerous than losing. When you lose, you reflect. When you win too easily, you forget discipline. Soon, Michael found himself in front of the chart again, this time during a volatile news release. His heart pounded. Candles were flying up and down, and he felt the urge to prove he could conquer the chaos. He clicked buy with no plan. Within minutes, his screen flashed red. The trade crashed. His stop loss, which he arrogantly removed, would have saved him. But his pride didn't let him use it. That single mistake cost him more than half his account. He stared at the screen in silence, feeling the same old emotions: anger, regret, disbelief. That's when he realized the truth: trading doesn't reward confidence, it rewards control. Winners understand that confidence must come from preparation, not ego. They celebrate discipline, not luck. They respect the market, not challenge it. Losers, on the other hand, think a few green trades mean they've figured it out. But the market humbles everyone eventually. Michael began to understand that being right meant nothing if it came from arrogance. Real mastery is emotional neutrality, staying calm whether you're up or down. Because once emotions drive your trades, the game is already over. Direct hit. If this hit you hard, comment "discipline over ego" below and subscribe for Chapter 3, where Michael learns the most painful but powerful lesson of all, the art of patience. Chapter 3, The Turning Point. Michael hit rock bottom. His trading account was almost empty, his confidence shattered, and his passion fading fast. The same markets he once studied with excitement now filled him with dread. He stopped opening his charts for days, avoiding the reminder of how far he had fallen. He wasn't just losing money, he was losing himself. But one night, while scrolling through old trading books, a single line stopped him cold. "The market rewards those who master waiting." He read it again and again. Waiting? It sounded too simple. But something about it felt profound. For the first time, he realized that his real problem wasn't knowledge or skill, it was impatience. He wanted results fast. He wanted validation. He wanted to make back what he lost. But in chasing everything, he'd lost the only thing that mattered: control. So he started over. No trading. No entries. Just observation. Every morning, he opened the chart not to trade, but to study his emotions. When did his heart race? When did fear creep in? When did greed whisper, "Take it now before it's gone"? He began writing everything down in a small notebook, his trading diary. Day by day, patterns emerged. He noticed how his worst trades came right after emotional highs. He saw how frustration after a loss made him take revenge trades. Slowly, the truth became clear: his emotions were his indicators. Once he started tracking them, he could finally predict his own behavior. Then came his first test. A perfect setup appeared on the chart, the kind he used to jump into instantly. His fingers hovered over the mouse. But instead of entering, he waited. 5 minutes passed, 10, and then the market reversed completely. That single act of patience, that pause, saved him from another loss. He smiled for the first time in months. He wasn't winning money yet, but he was winning something far more important: self-awareness. That's when he understood the real psychology trick that separates winners from losers. Winners trade only when their mindset aligns with their strategy. They wait for clarity. Losers chase action. Blue Book. If this chapter gave you a lesson, like this video right now and comment "Patience is power." And make sure you're subscribed, because in Chapter 4, Michael faces chaos again, but this time, he'll discover how true winners stay calm in the storm. Chapter 4, The Calm Within Chaos. The months rolled by, and something in Michael had changed. He was no longer glued to his charts every minute, chasing every green candle. His trades were fewer, his risk smaller, and his mind quieter. For the first time, he wasn't just reacting, he was observing. But the real test came one Friday morning. The markets were on fire. Breaking news about global inflation sent prices soaring and crashing within seconds. Traders on social media screamed "buy" and "sell" at the same time. Volatility was through the roof. It was chaos, the kind that once triggered Michael's panic and greed. He opened his laptop, took one slow breath, and did something that would have shocked his old self: nothing. He just watched. No rush. No fear. No excitement. Just awareness. He trained his mind to detach from the outcome. And in that stillness, he saw something others missed: the fake breakout, the emotional traps, the fear-driven volatility that swept away impatient traders. He marked his zone, waited patiently, and entered a small position, with a stop-loss and clear plan. Then he closed his laptop and went for a walk. Hours later, when he checked back, the trade had hit his take-profit perfectly. But for once, the win didn't thrill him. There was no rush, no euphoria. Just calm satisfaction. Because now, he finally understood the truth. A calm mind sees clearly, a chaotic mind chases noise. The greatest traders don't win because they predict perfectly. They win because they stay composed when everyone else loses control. The chart is the same for everyone, but only a calm mind can read it without distortion. Michael realized he didn't need to trade every move. He needed to master one, his own emotional move. Losers crave action. Winners crave discipline. Losers fear missing out. Winners fear losing focus. That's what separates them, psychological balance. And from that moment on, Michael's journey stopped being about money and started being about mastery. Because once you conquer your emotions, profits follow naturally. Speech balloon comment below, calm over chaos, if you're choosing peace over panic in your trades. And don't forget to like this video, it helps more traders learn to control their emotions instead of being controlled by them. Stay tuned, because in Chapter 5, Michael will reveal the one mindset shift that made him a true winner, not just in trading, but in life. Chapter 5, The Winner's Mindset. Months passed, and Michael's life looked nothing like before. His charts were cleaner. His trading hours shorter. His mind quieter. The noise that once filled his head, the greed, the panic, the doubt, had turned into focus. He no longer woke up chasing trades. He woke up chasing clarity. He had finally become what every trader dreams to be, consistent. But not because he found a magical strategy. He found something far more powerful, emotional detachment. One evening, a friend called him. "Bro, I need your help," his friend said. "I just blew my account again. What strategy are you using now?" Michael smiled. "The same one as before," he replied, "but now I'm using it with a different mind." He explained how he stopped trying to win every trade and started trying to win the mental battle inside himself. He no longer cared about being right, he cared about executing correctly. He stopped seeing losses as punishment and started seeing them as tuition fees in the school of mastery. That's the real psychology trick that separates winners from losers, not the indicator, not the broker, not the setup. It's emotional control under pressure. Because the market doesn't test your knowledge. It tests your discipline. When things go wrong, losers panic. Winners pause. When profits come easily, losers get greedy. Winners get cautious. When the market is uncertain, losers chase. Winners wait. The difference isn't intelligence, it's mindset. And the moment Michael understood that, everything changed. He now trades fewer times per week but with more confidence. His profits are consistent, but more importantly, so is his peace of mind. He realized trading was never about predicting the future, it was about managing himself in the present. So when people ask him, "What's your secret?" he smiles and says, "I stopped trying to control the market. I started controlling my reactions." Because in trading, your biggest edge isn't your strategy, it's you. And that's the truth every beginner skips while chasing shortcuts. Once you master your mind, profits follow naturally. Once you master your emotions, the market becomes your mirror, not your enemy. Fire. If you followed Michael's journey till now, it means you're serious about mastering trading psychology. So before you go, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment, "I'll master my mind before my trades." Because the moment you do, you've already taken the first step toward becoming a winner, not just in trading, but in life.